I'm Jay, I'm with the Phoenix Society of Historical Swordsmanship, and we're making a video on the initial techniques of Thomas Hoyer Monstery's self-defense for ladies and gentlemen. We're going over his pugilism techniques, which will include the initial guard, movement, and his first 4 striking techniques. So, the initial guard, he starts out with a military attention stance. So heels together, toes pointed out at 60 degrees, arms to the side with the fingers touching the hemline of the pants, and your eyes forward with your chin slightly inclined. This is a fairly standard military attention stance. He then says to pivot the left foot forward and turn slightly to the right, and then step back about 12 to 18 inches depending upon height with your heels aligned. So it's a fairly forward stance. He then says to bring the left hand with the forearm parallel to the hip, drawn in at about the height of the ribs, with the line of power from the elbow to the first 2 knuckles pointing towards the target, so your opponent. Then the right hand, he says to place the elbow over what is called the boxer's mark, which is the solar plexus, here, with the fist about 4 inches in front of the face. So with this initial guard, it covers the center line of the body, like this. For initial movement, he says to shift the hands forward and backwards in a motion like this, while simultaneously stepping forwards and backwards with the front foot. This is covering in movement, as he then says to step forward while doing this. The reason this movement is there is to prepare either hand for any striking motion at any point in time, so that you're not tense or slack in any way and you're just constantly ready to strike. So the initial movements are advance and retreat. So you'll step forward, drawing your left hand back, and have your right foot follow forwards. As your right foot follows forwards, you bring your left hand forwards. So it's an advance like so. Retreat is the opposite. So you'll shift your left hand forward as you step back to your right, draw back as you retreat to the left. So once again, he says to maintain the distance between your feet as naturally as possible. He also says to do double advances, which are quick movements, like so, and double retreats, which would be as so. So 2 quick steps. He also says that there is a leap where you gather your heels together and to always leap away from danger to quickly create distance, as so. He says never to leap forwards like this, as you don't want to leap into dangerous techniques. Say something where kicking or punching, you have no control while you're in the air movement. However, it's a great way of gaining distance away from your opponent quickly. He also has his 2 initial striking techniques, which he calls full arm blows, which he recommends striking against a sufficiently given target, but also a solid target, so that you don't break your hands, or train yourself not to hit so hard that you would break your hands. Now for striking, he talks about the line of power, which runs from the elbow to the center knuckle. And he says to contact with all 4 knuckles when you punch. So when you punch, it will contact something similar to this. He says that any one knuckle cannot contain the force of a blow, and it will break. So the goal is to strike as powerfully as you can without injuring your hands. So his full-armed blows are a teaching method to teach the line of power for his later half-armed blows. The full-armed blows start at the hips, chambered much like karate punches, with the elbows tucked in and the hands pointed towards the target. So as you see, hands stay about here. Then he says to twist the top of the body while bringing the hand forward in a line of power towards the target. So it would be like this. Now, he says that the hand should be in line with the back shoulder. So once again, it's a complete twist, like this, from the hip down to the target. That's with the left hand. So we'll start at the left hand, twist, and strike. It's the same technique for the right hand, where you will turn your shoulders. So important notes on these is to maintain the guard with the opposite hand once you've struck. So with the left, your arm will come up into the guard we discussed where the elbow is over the mark. So here, you'll strike and have your elbow up over your mark with your fist 4 inches in front of your face. This closes off lines of attack. Now, with the other hand, with the right hand, if you're here, you keep your guard on your left. You can also keep it similarly here. So he talks about combining these with dropping the hands back down to the line of power. So it would be here, here, here. These lead into his half-arm blow techniques, which he says never to use full-arm blows against a trained opponent, as they don't recover quickly enough to be effective. So the half-arm blows are delivered from the guard. So you'll get into your guard, as so, and deliver the same techniques from the guard. So striking left, extending the shoulders so that they are in line with the elbow and the front knuckle. And once again, remember to keep your hand in this guard. It needs to be extended. I picked up some bad habits from modern boxing concerning this, where you want to draw your hand back to your face. Instead, it's kept in front of your face about 4 inches. You'll then raise your hand here when drawing back, like so. You'll twist your shoulders in the opposite direction and deliver the blow with all 4 knuckles. So these are the half-arm blows. So that's our first video on the first section of Thomas Hoyer Monstery's Self-Defense for Ladies and Gentlemen here at the Phoenix Society of Historical Swordsmanship. Let us know what you guys think, and make your own videos concerning any criticisms about these techniques. We've just read through it. My experience comes from modern boxing. So if you have any critiques or observations concerning these techniques, if you've studied it more, please let us know, and please make your own video about it. We'd like to see what you have to say.